Howdy, folks. High Value DMD. Don't just give me your subscription, but please let me earn it. Let me earn your like and let me earn your comment. Don't be a victim. I see a lot of people out there today are saying, oh, it's hard to get ahead. On Reddit, I saw an article the other day or a thread where people were complaining about how much things cost, how they're never going to get ahead, how they're never going to be able to buy a house. We could go over into other things, such as women saying that things are all sexist and how there's a wage gap and how women are mistreated, this and that, and they'll never get ahead. Or there's not X amount of women that are CEOs, XYZ. We could go over into other things. And I'm not a minority. I am who I am, and I was made who I was supposed to be. Can't control that. But I see that there are minorities of different types complain about how there's pervasive racism and they can't ever get ahead. It's impossible to improve because of the X, Y, and Z, etc., etc. And I'm not denying that racism exists because people that look like me also face racism. We face prejudice. We face confirmation bias about what we think, how we believe, how we act. So racism is real. Profiling is real. Bias is real. I can pinpoint one time in my life that I have been profiled. Based on what I was wearing, though, not about my creed or my culture or whatever have you. So everybody has a something. Everybody can be a victim, right? You have people with disabilities, they could especially say, oh, I can't get ahead because of X, Y, and Z. I'm glad I thought about people with disabilities because those people are actually some of the most inspirational people if you're thinking about trying to achieve something. Because many times, those people, when they're in a news article or they're being interviewed, they say, well, this is just how I am. I have adapted and this is just how I do things. And it's incredible how what some of those people can do. People that are born without arms, they can play guitar, they can drive cars, and they just get by against all odds. They rise to the challenge. Don't be a victim. There is any one of any things that you could find in your own life that you could find for yourself to be a victim. My own self, I wasn't selected to dental school right out the gate. Now, one thing that was positive is I had a great support system. I had a great family, home life. But I could have stuck around, stayed at home. I could have complained and whined and cried and blamed everybody else but myself. I could have done that. And I could have said, well, I wasn't selected because they only favor minorities. They don't want another white guy, whatever that means. I could have said that. I could have just made up a bunch of excuses, right? I could have said, well, it's not meant to be, or it's not God's plan for me, or whatever. And if you get into theological discussions, there's many ways you could go with that. But ultimately, I decided just to accept reality, suck it up, and to go chase after what I wanted to do. And so you can make all these excuses about your skin color, about your sex, about the cost of things, but ultimately, things are going to be what you make it. You're going to have to put in the time. You're going to have to put in the input. And maybe something actually is sexist, or maybe something actually is racist. Maybe. So what? Ask yourself, so what? What is something that you can do to affect your situation? What is something within your control, your power, that you can continue to push forward to change your situation for the better? What can you control? Because there's a million things that are outside of your control. You cannot control how much the groceries are going to cost on the shelf there at Walmart. You can't control how much houses are going these days, how much they cost, okay? What you can control is how much you save. What you can control is how much you earn. And yes, it's going to take hard work. You may have to learn a skill to earn more money. It sucks, but you got to go out there and compete. You may not be able to control the biases of the employer that you're interviewing with, whether that person may be racist or sexist or whatever their culture is, and it may not align with your culture. So you need to find somewhere that does fit you, that you do fit in, that would be a great work environment for you. You have to find a way to rise above. You cannot sit here and be a victim your whole life, because you're not going to go anywhere. The people that adopt a victim mentality, they never end up progressing. They're always going to still be back there as a victim. But the people who take responsibility and accountability, even in situations that may not seem fair at all, those people are going to be the ones to get ahead. Those people are going to be the leaders and the millionaires, the military officers, the chief of police. They're going to be the successful ones. They're going to be the ones that retire early. They're going to be the ones that are looked up to. And I want that for everyone. Everybody's situation is different. There is no fair in life. Okay? I may have started here, and someone else in life may have started up here. They may have been born into a wealthier family with more resources than I had. And I'm not saying I had it bad at all. There were good years, and then there were bad years as far as my family's income. And there may be people that start way down here as far as their family income, their support system. Maybe they have no parents. Maybe they're an orphan. But you have to accept the cards that you are dealt. And you have to continue to chase after what you want. And there's multiple avenues to achieve what you want in life. It's just going to take determination. It's going to take tenacity. It's going to take extreme levels of will and hard work. But it can be done. And there's so many success stories out there of people who have done just that. And I hope to be a form of that, a version of a success story that I can share with my audience to let them know that it is possible, it is doable. You can make it in life. You can carve out a path for yourself. I didn't have any family members that were dentists that were guiding me. I didn't have anyone that's done this before, but I managed to do this. And not to say I didn't have help along the way, because I did. I did. And I'm so thankful for the people that did help me, that support system. Don't be a victim. Do not be a victim. I hope I earned your subscription. Hope I earned your like, and I hope I earned your comment. Let me know what you think below. Have you thought you're a victim? Have you been swimming in victimhood? Or are you chasing after it? Are you grinding after your goals? Do you have your priorities straight? Are you not taking no for an answer? Let me know what you think below. Until next time.